Hi everyone, I am Lori. Welcome to my channel, Campfire Tarot. If you're new, please like, share, subscribe. Would love to have you as part of the family. And don't forget to hit the bell at the top so you're alerted when new content is uploaded to the channel. If you're returning or a new subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, tribe. So this is going to be a collective reading. It is going to be for the full moon in Gemini, which is on December 7th. It's also known as the cold moon, and that's because where I live in the northern hemisphere, that's when it gets cold. So this is a collective reading. You see it when you're meant to. If you're here, the title brought you in. There is a message in this reading for you. And as always, a couple of things with full moons, it's a great time to release things, transmute any negative energy. I always burn Palo Santo or sage in my house. I cleanse each and every room, even myself, and the doors that are used most often to enter or exit the house, or all doors. If you can do all of them, it's great. It's a great time to light a tea candle, even write down what you want to release, write it down, set it on fire, let it burn in like a little bowl or something, or a little thing of water. You can also light a tea candle for what you're releasing and let that burn out with that intention. Release it, let it go, let it flow. So a little bit more about the Gemini full moon. It's a time for reflection and looking ahead. It's about looking at those successes and the challenges that you've had over this last year, and it symbolizes the fulfillment and culmination of that. The Gemini moon opposes the Sagittarius sun. We're in Sagittarius season right now, and that's a time about being optimistic. But this Gemini moon directly opposes the Sagittarius sun. Gemini represents the lower mind and logical, and the Sagittarius encourages about thinking in a broader manner. It symbolizes the quest for meaning and ideas that expand on the here and now. Gemini is comfortable where it's at, whereas Sagittarius stimulates us to venture beyond where we're at. So it's about striking that balance right now. This full moon is about communication, attitude, and a sense of adventure. So make sure you're keeping those vibes high because it's really going to come into play right now with this full moon in Gemini. So, angels, what's the energy around the collective? Whoa, for the full moon in Gemini. Thank you. I've got quite a few cards. So, and like I said, it's a collective reading. So take it how it resonates, leave the rest. We've got the milk and honey. For some, it's about that prosperity. Could be seeing elephants. Got a lot of angels, angelic energy, ascended master energy around you. And milk and honey were, back in like the pioneer days, milk and honey were not something everybody had. They were delicacies. And this is, if you had enough money, you had milk and honey. It was something very special. It was like a sign of wealth. And it's all the good stuff. So it's about all the good stuff, basking in it, enjoying that. A lot of you are gonna have that abundance, that time of milk and honey with us. And a lot of people are going to the sea. 7 is the angelic realms. We're doing a progression. We got 51 reduces down to 6, 6 to 7. So it's a progression to the sea. The sea is calm. Her emotions are calm. She almost looks like she's meditating, kind of reading a book. A lot of Archangel Michael energy around, protecting at this time. She's got the binoculars on the back so she can see what's behind her, but she's not looking towards the back. I think these bubbles are like angelic protection bubbles around. The angels are around her. She is heading towards her north, her true north. And it's just a time of reflection. It's a calm period of time, you know, relaxed, meditating, rebooting, regrounding, being centered. It's also about being flexible. 19 reduces down to 1. And all this change is coming in. Nothing is meant to stay the same forever. So, excuse me, clear that throat chakra. And just be flexible. No matter what comes at you, look at it as a silver lining. Look at the silver lining. No matter if it's negative, positive, it's coming at you to grow you, learn you. It's for your highest good. So take it how it comes and just be flexible. Go with it. Let it go, let it flow. Go with the flow. We also have the fates. So a lot of angelic energy around again. This is just fated. It's meant to be. The fates were represented in Greek mythology as the 3 old women that were all blind, and they shared the one eyeball to see, even though they had like the third sense or the sixth sense. They had this red string of fate that connected every human being to where they would, and sometimes they'd snip that cord. So it's realizing that you are exactly where you're meant to be. You're protected by angels. You're on your path. The fates, you're protected. All is well. That's another affirmation you could be saying. All is well. Everything's always working out great for me. And know that you are protected. You have this tie to your 5D self that cannot be severed. Because we're all spiritual beings having an earthly experience. This is the Sacred Traveler Oracle. What messages for the collective? It's a lot of cards. I'm going to shuffle again. And what messages for the collective at this time? If they're meant to come out, they will. Messages for the collective at this time, please. The full moon in Gemini. Came out again. I love this. Okay, so for some of you, it's going to be a time of solitude, like going to the sea. Each of these cards, this person is by themselves, this elephant's by itself, this lady's by itself, this angel's by itself. It's about that solitude. It's going into reset, regroup, reground, rebalance. In silence, peace prevails. It's finding your inner peace. You know when you need to take that time to step back, to go a little hermit mode, to take care of yourself. You can't take care of anyone else if you're not taking care of yourself. You have that wisdom with the owl here to do that and to know when it's time to do that. You could be seeing owls at this time as well. You are protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. You absolutely are. This card came out again. So the angels just want you to know you are protected. Don't doubt it for a second. You are never alone. And we have navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. So it's about doing what makes you happy. It's doing what makes you feel good. I mean, sometimes, you know, we have to do things that don't necessarily make us feel good all the time. Like if you really just don't like your job, but you need the money, you do that job till you find another job that makes you happier, that you like more. So it's about being on your path. You have the tools that you need with the walking stick, traveling lightly with the one suitcase here or bag, and navigating by the stars, letting the stars guide you. This is the full moon in Gemini. So transmute. When you transmute, you get all that negative energy in your hands, and then you release it with your eyes closed, of course, and you can see all the stars forming from that energy, which could be a practice that you might want to do right now for this full moon in Gemini, to release this stuff and let the stars guide you. Do what makes you happy. You know, sometimes people change jobs. A lot of times people change jobs midlife because they started doing one job because of the money, and then by the time they were like 50 or so, they realized that's not what makes them happy. They don't want to do that. So they switch paths. They change their path. They go down a new path for a new job that fulfills them, that makes them happy. And this is just doing something, heading towards what fulfills you and brings you joy, because what you put out, you attract in the world. This is the Moonology Jack. What messages for the collective for the full moon in Gemini, please, angels? What So we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn, and which will be next month. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. It's that ending, that change, and there's constant change in everyone's journey. Every journey has change. Stuff is not meant to stay the same. So you could have been going through it at this time. She looks a little sad, possibly with To the Sea, but that's coming to an end. So just be flexible, do what you need to do, be adaptable to whatever's going on. Get that peace, that solitude that you need to reset, regroup, reground, because you are protected by angels. And this cycle is coming to an end. It's time to follow your bliss. Do what makes you happy. Angels, can I get 3 cards and a bottom card, please, for what the collective needs to know with this full moon in Gemini? The Lovers. Woo! Gemini energy. Got the Emperor, 4, stable number. 6 plus 4 is 1, which is a new beginning. And the Emperor is a combination of all 4 kings. He knows what he wants. He takes that inspired action. He goes for it. He can be aggressive at times. Very, very assertive. I see a lot of red in these cards. You could be seeing a lot of red right now. And we've got the Queen of Wands. She's doing what makes her happy. She's manifesting. She's keeping her light shining. She's on her meditation pillow with her black cat. She's got all these candles lit, doing all these manifestations, releasing what she needs to release, focusing her power. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. I love this. This is the subconscious, the intuition, and this is just connecting with your 5D self, the higher realms, getting that guide for your path. Ask the angels, the ascended masters, to show you your path, to give you the signs that you need, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, archangels, whoever you pray to, talk to. Ask them to show you your path as change is coming in. I'm going to clarify everything with the Intuit Oracle. What is the Lovers here, please, angels? Lovers for the full moon in Gemini. This is Tower coming in, this new beginning. And the universe will bring a tower. Tower to me is just change. It's this guidance that's coming in for you about this change that needs to happen. And if we don't make a change ourselves that we're meant to make, the universe will bring in a tower and it'll make that change for us. We won't have a choice. And it's not as often as pleasant as if it's not near as pleasant as if you had made that change yourself. So listen to your intuition, listen to your higher self, that little voice in your head. Soulmate, twin flame, blooming love, the one, this deep soul connection. It's bringing in that new beginning for that deep soul connection for this lover. It's a good sign. Overcoming those obstacles, any obstacles that have been in the way. It could be some solitude, because you need that solitude to figure out exactly what you want and where you want to go in this next part, to reset, reboot, reground yourself. Got the Hierophant. So that's like a bookend Hierophant as well. Very stable. This person could be stubborn. This is Taurus energy, earth energy, slow moving energy. They could be very possessive, very sensual. What's the Emperor, please? Emperor is very cunning. He's coming out with this change. Very cunning. He knows when something's wrong. He knows. He can read people. Could be the boss. They could own their own company. Very protective over you. Almost like a mama bear. But this change is coming in. Just embrace it. It's time to reinvent yourself. It's time to follow your joy. Go towards your joy. Just be open. Time to be open. This person could come in with a proposition, an engagement. They want a commitment of some kind with you. They want to take this to the next level. There are a lot of fireworks and passion and chemistry. A lot of kissing with this person. They do have a little anxiety about this change, or maybe you have anxiety about it. There's some anxiety surrounding this. Maybe that the commitment won't be made is what I'm feeling. Sometimes maybe I feel like somebody's maybe a little commitment phobe. Change can be stressful, can be really stressful for some people, but it's time to step out of that comfort zone. This tough cycle is ending. It's time to make room for this good stuff. So what's the Queen of Wands, please? Yeah. Peace, harmony, communications, and collaboration. You could be seeing dolphins. Definitely, they definitely want this partnership with you. Some kind of promise from you. There's trust there. Very, they feel like you're their fulfillment. A lot of stability, a lot of compassion. What else is the Queen of Wands? Very giving. Very self-aware. It's time to harvest all this good stuff. They know what they want. They know how they feel when they're with you and how you make them feel. It's very beautiful. It's very harmonious. And Sal's just sitting here laughing. He's like, I knew this was coming all along. It's definitely faded. Yeah, this flood of emotions coming in. Very confident, self-confident. They know what they want and they're going for it. Very stubborn, yeah. Stars. Wishes, peace, falling in love, dreams coming true. All the good stuff. You could be seeing sevens. I feel like they're refusing to compromise. They're refusing to compromise. They know what they want and they will not settle for anything less. They got that attitude. They are very calm, cool, and collected. It's the wisdom. They just know. They have this wisdom. They know who they're meant to be with, who they should be with. And there's a lot of compassion and fulfillment here. So just try to be flexible at this time. Just got a lot of changes coming in. All this good stuff, this abundance is headed right your way. Might need some time to yourself to get reset, refocused, rebalanced. Get in touch with your emotions. See how you feel. What you can live with, what you can't live without. This has been fated. It's meant to happen. It's in the Akashic records. But just might need to get that time alone, take a step back from it to realize what it is exactly you want. Sometimes when you take a step back, it allows you, enables you to take a couple steps forward. You are protected by angels, and it's time to do what makes you happy. Follow what makes you happy. That tough cycle, that end of that tough cycle is near. Which is beautiful. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and you all love and light. Have a blessed full moon in Gemini. Thanks for being here.